Okay, let's see. I keep on thinking that my capture card is just, like, bugging out, because sometimes it makes the audio sound, like, slightly different. But I have to get used to the fact that it just sounds different on Switch. Wow, that loaded fast. Okay. Is this gonna load, like, much faster? I want to try this out on the Switch, too. So, last weekend, I ended up, you know, doing a little bit of this at Megaland. I only had enough time to do, like, the one affinity mission, so I could be on top of the other stuff I wanted to do. And the last part of Xenoblade X was kind of an excuse for me to, eat breakfast there at the event. But on Switch 2 here, this, I have heard some say, like, right as this game came out, that, I think I was showing Alsbeck or something like that. Because I was talking to some people online about, like, you know, what the Xenoblade Chronicles games look like on the Switch. Stuff like that. So I think that's the reason for that. I had heard, shortly after this game came out, that apparently there was, like, some hidden enhancement code, like, within the game itself. And people suspected that that was probably for the Switch 2, considering, like, the Switch 2 was coming out, like, just around the corner. So while this game did not get a patch for Switch 2, like, boost stuff, it is possible that it, might just have some performance enhancements anyway. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X actually worked, like, pretty surprisingly well on Switch 1. My biggest issues were just, like, switching around party members and then the game starts lagging like crazy. Or when there's, like, a lot of effects on the screen, especially when I'm, like, destroying something in overdrive. But is this even smoother than that? Does the world look even better? It might be. It's kind of hard for me to tell, because they actually did, like, a fantastic job with the Switch 1. It might just be, is what my brain tells me, but it also could just be, like, my brain malfunctioning and imagining that it looks better when, maybe it's no different. I never looked into, like, verifying if, that whole, there is, like, enhancements right in the, game itself was true or not. Is this, like, a thing? Lord Zedom. Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever showcased the, upgraded Skell here. It has some jet arts like this, which is kind of cool. I quite like that. So yeah, using this Skell right now, because I wanted to zoom around. Boost attack. Paunch. Many paunches. Wing Blade, I think, is the other new one that the level 31 didn't have. Okay, well. Yeah, I'll play a little bit of this game. I might do an affinity mission or two and see what it looks and feels like. And then we're going to switch to some Deltarune, because I do want to play that. Hold on. Maybe I can get some TP here. Maybe. Here. Let's get the Ghost Walker there. Build up as much TP as I can here before this dude goes down. Which is probably not going to be a massive ton. No, my brain might potentially be playing tricks on me because, you know, I want to imagine that this console's better and stuff like that. But it feels like it's probably better here. Is what it's feeling like. I heard that apparently there was, like, some super boss or something somewhere around here. I don't know where it was. I've just heard about it. There's, like, some super boss somewhere around, like, one of these islands where it's, like, you fight some tiny high-level bunny, but then, like, something actually huge appears. But I don't know where that would be. I'm not entirely sure if that would be, like, around here. Apparently it's, like, a new definitive edition super boss or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna use you just as an excuse to build up some TP. Is what I'm gonna do. So that when I actually need to destroy something, I can. But I was really waiting for, you know, Switch 2 to come out to keep on playing more of this game. Because I was complaining so... What the heck? I was complaining so much about performance on Switch 1. Like, again, like, good on them getting it working on Switch 1. And technically, it was a Wii U game, so it stands to reason that it could work on the Switch. But man, I was complaining about it a whole lot. I was like, I'm not gonna do that new content affinity missions until we get the friggin' Switch 2. But like, look, this looks pretty smooth here. There's no blur on the edges of the screen like there would be on both Wii U and Switch. Oh, here's the blur. Might just vary on like where you're at or the camera or something like that. Okay, well, I mean, here. So, in terms of the new affinity missions to Definitive Edition, I already did the ones for Liesel, and as of the Megaland event last weekend, I've now done the ones for Nile Nail as well. But there's another new party member with affinity missions, being Gajar, because while he was a character in the original game, he was not a playable character in the original game. So he has new affinity missions. So I do want to showcase the new content of Definitive Edition, and let's see what it's like on the Switch 2 here. I think it probably loads faster, but still not exactly super speed, but big world and stuff like that. I take it you gotta skedaddle out, and then do I have a Skell assigned to anyone else here? I've that assigned to you. Yeah, sure, you're someone with a Skell assigned, so you're in the team. I don't feel like going to the Blade Barracks. Where is the, right here, apparently. So let's see. Okay, I see, yeah, on the map up there. Sure. Chill on this Skell for now. Showcase it. Unlike the Ares 90 from the last stream there. Sure. Yeah, let's see something new to Definitive Edition. Lionhearted.
It's a Rothian soldier.
Who are you?
We're humans, from Earth. Our two races are allies now. I hope you'll consider us friends as well.
Nopon are also friends with kitty comrades.
What happened here?
Ganglion stragglers.
Why are nasties so nasty?
I am Nizain, a warrior of the Rothian people. Would you hear my request?
Of course. We'll help however we can.
Please then, help His Highness. Help Prince Jarg.
Prince Jarg? Oh, Angry Kitty Captain.
I expect you know we served the Ganglion for a time. During that period, they demanded we offer up one of our skells.
I'm not surprised. Rothian Skells are some of the fastest around.
And you can't ever use them in the game.
And they continue to employ replicas of that skell as we speak. His Highness set out to destroy them and wash clean this blemish to our honor.
But you were overpowered.
We were ambushed. Our squad was scattered, and well, it is as you see.
But I don't expect all that stopped the prince.
No kidding. He'd probably charge in alone if it came to it.
Gajarg is the one who agreed to take a chance on the peace treaty. We won't let him fight alone.
You have my thanks. This is where the skells are being stored. Please, you must hurry.
Are friends going to leave hurt Kitty Cat all alone?
This guy, I don't know.
Right. We need to help him first.
Lionhearted. You received an urgent call from Nizane. Go and help Gajarg. I don't know what file USP1180SA is. I think when you get these files, they unlock like new schematics for super weapons or sometimes skells. But I really wish it would just say like what thing it was instead of being like it looks like it's a near replicant remake in terms of the number, and you're just having zero idea what it means.
But I have already called for aid. Go help His Highness, please.
All right. Leave him to us.
Thank you.
Let's get moving.
Okay, so we're going up this way, it looks like. Let's see here. So over in here, can I just go like right in here? Looks like I should be able to. Yeah, like this, and then something will happen and I can wreck it with overdrive. That's a big thing I really want to test is, does it lag while I'm in overdrive? Because sometimes it would do that when there's like lots of enemies, lots of particle effects. Overdrive is going crazy.
Elma, look!
Hey, it's this theme.
Gajarg and Gabweed. They're surrounded.
Friends must help Kitty Cat people.
Come on, let's go.
If I activate overdrive, we're gonna lose the cool music that we never hear too much of. So maybe I just shouldn't, and I should go in skills for a little while here. Nameless Kalidar. Well, I mean, I can do this really quickly. And then say, because I do kind of want to listen to the music, especially once it starts going hard later. Big flip. Okay. Well, music's so dang cool, man. I really wish there was an option to just, like, disable the overdrive music in settings or something. I do very much wish. But alas. We're gonna kill them before the music even goes hard. I mean, it'll be close. Oh, no, it won't even be close. Nope. Oh, man, my favorite part of the song was coming up.
Your
Whatever.
arrival is most welcome, humans. But how did you...
A Rothian named Nizine sent us. He was hurt pretty bad, but he insisted we help you first.
It seems I have been blessed with exceedingly loyal vassals.
My prince.
Elma, was it? I would ask your aid again, if you would offer it. Assist us in destroying the Rothian skells that remain under Ganglion control.
Well, I mean... what if we capture them?
When the Ganglion replicated the original, they made changes. Organic sensors within the replicas lock out Rothian pilots.
There is little point in reclaiming something we can no longer use. Best then to destroy them, so they cannot be used for further evil.
Makes sense to me. Let's go take him down.
We already destroyed 3. That should leave 10 more somewhere in the area.
Oh, do I just have to fly around and take them out? Who can take down 6 first?
I like this one.
You will not see us lose.
Very well. May the hunt begin. We will ensure you only have to bother with a few.
Oh yeah? Well, I can wreck things pretty fast. I'm literally stronger than I've ever been in this game before, so I mean... spears. Okay, well, yoink, I'll take those. So... I have to go here, it looks like? May as well fast travel. Will there just be, like, a whole bunch over here or something? I thought that it would be, like, surrounding the building that I was in or something like that. That's where I'd probably find a whole bunch, but... I guess that's not the case. Also, using, like, the Switch 2 Pro Controller, the button that I absent-mindedly just, like, play with is I hit these buttons on the back with my middle finger. Just kind of, like, playing around with the controller while I wait. This is what I kind of do. Like, if I actually want to destroy something fast, I could just, like... That's not a good sound. Wait, who's making that sound? Oh, that guy up there is who's making that sound. Okay. Camera weirdness. Alright, so the screen still gets just as blurry. Didn't even do much with overdrive. Unless the activating just, like, did a whole bunch of damage to them or something. Which it could have. Here. There. Just some ready for the next battle. Wait, where's the guy that I was actually targeting here? Oh, there's just... It's just gonna take us across, like, one after another through the fort or something, I guess. Why don't I just run in by foot, then? In that case. Yeah, he's dead! You can stop, Al! Like, jeez. Here. Okay, I probably don't even need to use the, like, offensive stance, do I? It's feeling pretty good here. I mean... Haven't had any leg spikes yet. Like I would have at this point with the, Switch 1 version. I was just saying they're all in this area, I think. But look, it's looking pretty smooth here. We're feeling pretty good. Oh, look, there's another guy. Okay, well. There. Don't even need to do offensive stance or anything. Yeah, things are feeling a lot better here. I will say. Might be easier to spot them if I was flying around. Like, I know they're pretty massive. Okay, well. Okay, well. Yeah, just max out overdrive, then do true stream edge, and they die. So, yeah, get all these scale weapons here. Whee! Whoa. No, wrong guy! Can I? Oh, well, you're dead anyway. But yeah. No more overheating wore out console. No more getting my Switch on the verge of blowing up from playing this game.
Yes, we've taken out 5 of the skells. How about you?
Impressive. We have also destroyed 5.
Looks like we have a tie. Nice work.
Wait, I'm picking up a new signal. Damn them. They have another replica.
So there's still 1 skell left?
Correct. I'll send you the coordinates now.
Oh, don't think we can track it on our own?
Don't mistake me. I seek only a fair contest. May the gods of war favor the champion.
Hey, Elmo. That weed lady sure seems to have had a change of heart, huh?
Perhaps she's finally acknowledged us as friends.
Let's hope so.
Wait, was that a thing with the first Hyrule Warriors? First Hyrule Warriors is an issue that every 30 minutes a Switch 1 would overheat? What? I played a decent bit of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on the Switch. Like, nowhere near as much as I did with, like, the Wii U original Hyrule Warriors. But I did still put a decent amount of hours into Definitive Edition. I don't know if I remember my Switch, like, overheating per se. At least I never got, like, the notification where it's like, the Switch is overheated and now must emergency shut down. That I've only seen come up in clips before. And things like Smash tournaments sometimes. Still fairly certain that your console was overheating playing this game, and that's why you were having issues, but it could just be worn out. Maybe. Like, I had not, like, I haven't seen a massive ton of buzz about this game online, but from, like, the smidges that I had heard, I had not seen, like, any mention of anybody having quite as many performance issues with this game as I had. Like, again, I do have a day 1 Switch. And I have heard that, like, the day 1 Switches, like, weren't quite as good in some ways as, oh, it says the Affinity mission's complete now. As good as the, other Switches was definitely a day 1 issue, though. So maybe if I got, like, a later Switch, then this game would run a bit better.
That makes sense.
But now I have the Switch 2, and, like, look how it's running.
Beaten to the prey.
I must confess, this is unexpected. But the fact of your victory is plain.
If you hadn't shared its location, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
And yet we lost nonetheless.
No complaints, Buin. The original blame for this matter lies with us. We owe them thanks for their aid in resolving it.
Yes, my prince.
That's what friends are for.
And it wasn't really so difficult. Even with machines as fine as yours, an unskilled pilot can only do so much. This was a breeze compared to fighting against actual Rothian pilots.
You flatter us. Very well. Next time, it will be we who come to your aid. We look forward to your time of crisis.
We look forward to your time of crisis. Well, you destroyed more skulls than Gajar's team, gaining their respect in the process. Cool. Learn the ray gun art Bahamut wave. Alright, cool. Well, is it running that much better besides the day 1 issues? I haven't had any lag spikes like I was constantly complaining about with my day 1 Switch playing this with here. Resolution might well be better. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Like, as if I popped in like my Switch 1 and had it in there, I might be able to notice a bit of a difference. But yeah, I'm not noticing any dips in the frame rate. Is this 60 while the Switch 1 one was 30? I'd have to look back at like some of my gameplay. I could always look back at literally the stuff from Mega Land this past weekend or something like that. But yeah, girl hair looks less plasticky compared to Switch 1, does it? I didn't really notice much difference with the hair. Hold on. Out of curiosity here, if I switch my input over, and I go click on this video that was made from the past weekend here, that, you know, I have so many freaking uploads queued up for, Xenoblade Chronicles X that this stuff isn't going to be going up for a little while. But, just out of curiosity here, if I go ahead and I pause that, or not pause that, just like mute it. So, I mean, this was running it on the Switch 1 at Mega Land, is what was going on here. Just make sure that this is like full 1080p so that... Was there a little bit of blur with it and we have less of that? Is it a little bit crisper now? Maybe? It might also just look crisper on like my monitor in front of me compared to like what my capture card shows. Might also be the case. When we see like the two skulls there. Let's see, so not at this point, but at like this point. Oh, man, Elma's hair at her true form? I would need to do like some comparisons there. Look, there's me from less than a week ago. I mean, this is what things are looking like with Switch 1. I mean, Monolith stuff really knows how to optimize their games well and stuff like that. Like, the game looks pretty good on Switch 1. For the most part, ran pretty good. Now I have it set to 1080p. I feel like what I remember seeing looks better than this. Like, maybe it's a limitation of my capture card / streaming at the LAN venue or something like that. Maybe my bitrate wasn't as high. I think I lowered my bitrate for the, No, my bitrate right now looks like it's the same that it normally is. I don't think I changed it at Mega Land there. I don't know. But this is what we normally be looking like here. I don't know. Wow. Switch this over. But like here with Switch 2. Well, here's some of those same two characters and stuff. Would the resolution be bumped up at all? Like, compared to that video that I was just watching, I would say yes. But, like, looking at my monitor, and not, like, through my capture card through stream. And there's also, like, the limited, like, the internet at the LAN venue might not be as good. I don't know. I don't know what kind of quality I can stream at while there. So that might not exactly be the most fair comparison. I don't know. Again, I had heard shortly after this game came out on the Switch that apparently there was, like, code for 60 FPS within the game. But people weren't sure how it was unlocked, assuming that it was like a Switch 2 thing. Just looking at the frame rate, this looks like 60. I'm pretty sure on the Switch 1 the game was 30. I'm pretty sure looking at it that this is 60 though. Which could just be, you know, the code that was already in the game being activated, being like, hey, this is Switch 2, we're good to go. So it not needing like an update patch for Switch 2 if it's already in the code like people were saying and stuff like that. Because this does feel super smooth going around, I will say. It definitely feels a whole lot better moving around here. I mean, even just for reference, can I just find like a section of me running around on the Switch 1 if I go to like my Xenoblade X playlist by chance here? Whoops, I just clicked on the hashtag thingamabob and I went to the all the Xenoblade Chronicles stuff. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition playlist. Hold on, let's find a good thing here. Data Probe Chains Part 5. That sounds like a good one of me like running around. Because I'm pretty sure it was at 30, right? I'm pretty sure it was the case here. So if we just have like a quick look-see here. Like, I'm pretty sure that's 30, right? Let's make sure that we're at like 1080p and stuff here. So, I mean, we were looking something like this on Switch 1. Which, you know, isn't running bad by any means. Like, I'm still very amazed that Monolith Soft can get, you know, worlds like this working on, like, the Wii U, the Switch. Like, they really, really push the hardware where they can. I feel like the game generally looks better than this, but there's, like, a limit with, like, my capture card and streaming and stuff like that. That makes it look worse than it actually is. From what I saw, it's varied 45 to 60. And the, Switch 2 or the Switch 1 here. Because I'm sure that it would probably have, like, adaptive frame rate if it needs to. But yeah, this is how it was looking with Switch 1 from the stream. So just now here, then. Alright, so I killed those guys there. I want to see just a little bit more running. Yeah, so I killed those guys. I was playing a whole bunch of Elma in the beginning. This was just better than my character for a long time. Was I checking something? Checking the classes, it looks like. And then running like this. Okay. So it looked like that. And then now for comparison. Let's go ahead and exit the full screen on this before I accidentally click on this monitor while my input is switched over and end up playing something in the background unknowingly. Let's see here. That's 30 on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, like that looks kind of like 30 there. Very important question though, what's the battery life? Like, I don't actually know. Some people have been telling me that the battery life isn't super great. Yeah, this is what we're moving at now. And this looks pretty silky smooth here. This feels more like when I was playing, like, Semu with, like, the Wii U version. Where, when I first started playing Definitive Edition here on the Switch, considering the last time I played this game was a playthrough of the Wii U version on Semu, where I had it running at, like, 60 FPS. Playing the Switch version, I was like, ooh, this is hard for me, because I was just playing at 60, and now I'm condemned to playing at 30. For reference, did I still have, can I just boot up Semu here? Maybe it'd be easier to just pull up the, playlist there. Let's see here, my Semu playthrough that I did. If we look at the frame rate of that for comparison, some said it's like Switch 1 white box. I haven't done like anything with my Switch 2 in handheld mode yet. Only these beginning couple of streams here. Ooh, I can do the native Wii U comparisons part of that playthrough there. I've heard that it's also like very game dependent, like how much resources it's taking. Apparently some really intensive ones can be like, you know, you've got like a couple hours of battery life, but less intensive ones are gonna be a lot less than that. Why won't this video load? I don't need these anymore. There. Do that. Yeah. And that's the way it was with the Switch 1. I have my big battery pack somewhere around here, which was always very handy for like my Switch 1. I'm sure I'll be bringing it around a decent bit for Switch 2 here. Probably be the case. This video refuses to load. I can't get native Wii U comparisons. I think I have the video downloaded to my computer locally. So, let's see here. If I go to Xenoblade Chronicles X footage folder on my drive here, it's gonna take a little bit to load because it's a hard disk drive, not a solid state drive that I have it stored on. If it wants to open. Can you open? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I do have it. Look, I have the video right on my computer. I don't even need to do the thing. This was one that I couldn't do yet, right? Yeah, so I was initially playing on Semu. So yeah, this is what it... Yeah, shut up. So a little bit of lag there, but this is kind of what it was looking like on Semu. Hold on. And then I booted up the actual Wii U version for comparison, just to see like the graphics and stuff. And then I did some running around, right? Run around or something. Oh, we were doing that. We were seeing if we were ripped. Did I not do any? Oh, hold on. But this is what it was like on the Wii U. Okay, here's a little bit of running around. So this is like the actual Wii U version here, just being run natively, where it's like we've got the 30 FPS. Oh yeah, that's clearly not a smooth, silky 60 run or anything like that. Okay, I'm just gonna like completely mute that or something. And then this is the way that looked like on Wii U. And then if my other videos aren't gonna load, let's just see what other ones that I have already on here. Skell exploration. This part, I don't know. Aw. This is the way that looked like running around in a Skell. And this was on Semu though. This is my Semu playthrough here. So things should be smooth. I don't know if it was partway through the playthrough that I got the 60 FPS working or like right early on or something like that. Oh yeah, that was level 5 mechanical and I couldn't even do it at first. But like I had my improved frame rate by playing this on PC. So when I went over to the Switch version, I was running at 30. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna struggle to play this. But I'm pretty sure, okay, let's close this video so I don't accidentally leave it open while I'm streaming here and stuff. Switch my input over so I can see it. I'm pretty sure we've got a frame rate improvement here. Like this feels a lot better than 30. Like if I pop this into my Switch and then played it for a little bit and then popped it into this and then play it for a little bit, then I'd be able to directly see. But I'm pretty sure this is a whole lot smoother and better here. Switch 2 is 2.6 to 5 hours on some website, kind of like Switch 1 white box. Okay, interesting. Wonder what playing a game like this would do to my battery life if I was playing it in handheld mode. And we don't have overdrive lagging the game out like crazy. Or it doesn't seem like. Because yeah, overdrive very much lagged the Wii U version and the Switch version. It felt like especially the Switch version though. That's what I felt like. Though I haven't played like the actual native Wii U version with crazy overdrive stuff in a long time. I still have some clips of it around. I could pull some up. But